So today is, today's gonna be one of those days. Okay, I'll try and tell this as quickly as possible. So my washing machine is broken and I've been speaking to my landlords, who are fantastic, by the way. They're super nice people and they're gonna sort the whole thing for me. They're gonna pay for it. That's all good. The only challenge is they're in the UK, so they're Thai, but they're in the UK. And every time I speak to them, firstly, there's a massive time difference. And then for any problems like this that I need to get fixed, I speak to them, they liaise with their parents who are living here, and then they sort the problem for me. The next challenge is dealing with the contractor that will come out here. So of course there's the language barrier thing. You know, I can speak general words in Thai, but I know absolutely nothing about washing machine language. So the contractor called this morning and he said, I'm gonna come at 11 p.m. And I'm like, 11 p.m. that's ridiculous, that's too late. So I asked him to come earlier. He said, okay, I'll try and come earlier. I'll call you back, I'll let you know. So I'm home at this time anyway, so I've got a bit of work to do, so it's no big deal. Just gotta wait for the call. So my daily routine is that I normally wake up around 9 o'clock and I spend about an hour sort of slowly waking up. I catch up on social media, I see what's happening on YouTube, I have something to eat, and then at 10 o'clock I start my work for the day. So at 10 o'clock I sit down at the computer, I do my editing work, upload my video for that day, and I usually finish up around 12 o'clock. Then once that's done, I head out for the day, and if I'm shooting that day, I'll be making a video. Well, lately I've been making daily videos, so every day I'm out shooting now, and I'm usually hungry by the time I get out, so I usually have lunch quite quickly as well. It's just around 12 o'clock now. I still haven't heard from the technician guy, so I've come out to get some lunch. So I've just come around to Terminal 21 for lunch. I come here quite a bit. The food's great. It's really, really cheap here. Nice view as well. Let me try. So I got a pork on crispy noodle in gravy. Oh, yeah, so wait, yeah. In the lobby now? Right now? Okay, I will be 10 minutes. So I just got a call from the technician and he said I'm in the lobby now, and I'm like, wait, what? So he's at my building. I haven't finished my lunch yet, so I'm just gonna shove the rest of this down my mouth and then get back home to let the guy in. Alright, well, I've just been kicking back here, catching up on Johnny's latest video, but the guy just told me he's all done, so that was actually really quick. I think it took him about 45 minutes, and the guy was lovely. He was apologetic. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to call you to tell you I was coming, but anyway, all done, all sorted. My landlords have paid for it. They were great. They were really helpful through the whole thing. This was a win. Hey, it works! Awesome. So just come out for a bit of a walk, as I like to do in the afternoons. I'm really happy with how that whole thing went. I was really worried it was going to be a total ordeal, but the whole thing was actually quite easy, so really happy. I absolutely love living abroad, and in a strange way, I kind of enjoy when things like this happen, because it's sort of rewarding when you have an issue and you get it resolved. And you know, I love being out of my comfort zone, and I love trying to figure things out, and it's actually yeah, it's a really rewarding process. So I've had a few other things like this happen to me over the years of living in different countries. So back when I lived in Korea, I had two really funny ones when I lived in Korea. So the first one I think I've told before was my drain overflowed in my bathroom. Just suddenly there was water started coming out of the bathroom, and I was like, what the hell, like I don't know what to do. And I didn't know why it was happening either. It turns out that there was the girls opposite me. So my apartment was opposite two girls that lived like straight opposite me across the hall, and we shared a drain. So I guess our bathroom drains went down and they met and then went down. So they had so much hair go down the drain over time that eventually it clogged the bottom drain, and the water would go down from their shower and come out and up through my shower floor. So it was the funniest thing. Anyway, I ended up getting that fixed. That wasn't overly difficult to get fixed. Another time I had a crazy experience, which was also bathroom related. So the thing is, like, when problems like this happen, you don't know who to call or what to do. If I'm back home in Australia, I know I can Google a 24-hour emergency plumber and someone will come out. But when you're in a country that speaks a different language, it's a total nightmare. But I was just in my room one night. It was probably around 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden I hear this bang noise from my bathroom. So I go in the bathroom to see what had happened, and my shower head had literally like exploded off for whatever reason. The top of the shower just came flying off, and it was just pissing water out all over the bathroom, even though the tap was off. And I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? So like, you know, like you can't, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to Google a 24-hour plumber in Korea. I tried it in English and no luck. And I know my Korean level is actually really good, but you know, the direct translation is where I struggled. So I called my landlord and I was telling him what was happening, and I was speaking to him in Korean, and I told him like the shower exploded, but things like the word explode has a different meaning. You know, he's like, why is there fire in your bathroom? And I'm like, no, like the tap just went flying off. And anyway, I ended up getting it resolved. But thankfully my landlord, he could speak a bit of English, and we were able to use like Korean and English to get it sorted, and someone came out and fixed it quite quickly before my place filled up with water. But my Thai is actually coming along quite good. So I've been learning more words that I use every day. So I'm much better at ordering in restaurants and, you know, going into 7-Eleven and just general things that I would use day to day. So when I lived in Korea, my Korean was actually really good. I can read and write. I can hold down solid conversations. I actually went on a date with a girl that didn't speak any English, and that went really well. So that's a good thing. But for some reason, I do find it harder to learn Thai. It's just a harder language to learn, I think. And I did definitely put more effort into learning Korean, but I am trying with Thai. Right, I am back home now, so I am going to I'm gonna go to the gym, because if I sit down, that's it, I won't go. So I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna finish up. It's been a good day. See you tomorrow. Thank you. All right, that was fun. So took a tuk-tuk around to Chinatown. I've come here to get some dinner, and we actually managed to negotiate an alright price. He wanted 100 baht at the beginning. I was like, no way, I'll give you 50.